This guy's just a maniac, and he works very, very hard.
Basically, we always play safe. I had to convince myself because no one else was convincing or supporting me.
You knew nothing about YouTube.
Yeah. Of course, like it's hard in the beginning when things don't work out the way you want to.
And so I think community is like so crucial.
All people I've met that started making money in the last 6 months, they all are like in a community. And the beautiful thing, of course, is once your channel works, like then you can focus on a new channel.
How does it feel to make more money than everybody around you?
It's crazy to realize like the trade-off you make for like 2 hours of input and then the output you get, like compared to a 9 to 5. I'm basically working like 1 to 2 hours a day on the channel, and that's making me like at the moment around $400 to $500 daily.
And then final question, like what would you say to I'm sure plenty of the people who would also be in your case, quite skeptical, unsure of what whether they should move forward or not? Like what would be your honest piece of advice or just a message to them? All right, Derek. I'm very, very excited for this one. Thanks for hopping on.
Yes, sure.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So I want to go straight to the point with this one, just because you have a remarkable goal, a remarkable outcome that you've done here in very, very short time. So you started with us a few months ago, and I'm just saying, man, how much have you made since you started with us, and how long?
So basically, I've made a little over 42K in a little over 2 months. So let's say in 2 months and 5 days, we made over 42K, which is incredible.
Man, that's an astronomical number for anyone, and especially because it's like you didn't come to me with like previous experience. You had all these other channels. You knew nothing about YouTube, which is very, very cool, man. No, I love that. So congratulations again, first of all, on that. But yeah, so that's awesome. I know your biggest month was how much? It was like 20 something. How much was it?
Yeah, we did a little over 27K in June. So yeah.
Not bad.
I have no words for that.
Yeah, that's remarkable, man. That's so good.
Life-changing.
That's awesome, man. So, I mean, I remember though when we were going to get started on this, because there was a bit of a delay between, us having our first conversation to you finally jumping on. So I'm just kind of curious, like what was some of your fears or what was your biggest fear of joining this thing before doing it?
Well, of course, it's the return of investment. So I was traveling a lot, like basically traveled for the past 2 years before I joined this community. So always basically on a low budget, but still like having that feeling that I want to make money online, and then you start like looking at different business models, and finally I found out that YouTube is basically a very low investment business model to start with. You can, if you want, you can do everything yourself. You don't have to. So that's why I ended up like choosing for YouTube. Had many conversations with many different communities, and with you I just felt this click, but I still had to convince myself that it was worth the investment. So that's why it took some time, but I'm happy I did.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I remember you said you were consulting with quite a few coaches in the space, which I like that personally. I like when you're able to go through different people to just see what the market's like, because I don't think everyone's kind of proposing the same idea. They're going to help you make money on YouTube, right? So it's not going to be any difference per se in terms of the goal. It's about who you actually feel you resonate with, who you actually feel like you can learn from. Does that person actually have like the life that you want? The right kind of characteristics and morals and values and stuff like that, because you do have to align. Otherwise, you're not going to listen to that person. You're not going to respect that person. So yeah, I appreciate the fact that, you did your due diligence, when, full circle came back around and we decided to move together. So that's awesome, man. Very, very grateful on both sides, because it's a remarkable goal and it just really shines light on how crazy this opportunity is, like how much money you can make in such a short amount of time. By the way, disclaimer to anyone listening, it's not like every one of my programs making $40,000 in 2 months. This guy's just a maniac, and he works very, very hard, and he made it work,
we keep going. We keep making it work.
Absolutely. Yeah, onto your second channel now starting, which is awesome. So that's good, man. And like, hitting $27,000 in 1 month, like what did that look like to you before this? Did you even think that was ever possible?
No, I thought it was possible. That's also the reason why I eventually joined the community. But just in my environment, the people around me, my family and my friends, basically we always play safe. So not that many people in my environment thought it was possible, but I always had the belief. That's also, I think why I did it.
I agree. Huge thing is the
You have to
mental
think big.
frame. Yeah.
That's basically step one, and believe in
Huge,
it.
man. Yeah, if you don't believe it can happen, it's very unlikely to happen to you, right? You have to feel like it's possible and that you deserve it, and then everything else
Yeah.
falls into place, right? Yeah. On the topic of your family though, like did they support you at all in this decision? Did they think it was a scam? Like,
Yeah, no, that was to fall back on the question you asked me earlier, like why did it take so much time between our first conversation and me stepping into the course? It was basically because I had to convince myself because no one else was convincing or supporting me, which I get. Like it's an investment. Making money online can be like a scary, difficult thing to many people. So no, I didn't get that much support, but yeah, that's the thing. You need to support yourself, make your own decisions, and then you see what's possible.
beautiful, man. Beautiful. Yeah. At the end of the day, like it's gonna be you who makes that money, not them, right? But
Exactly.
it makes
Yeah.
sense. They want to protect you and they want to make sure you're not, losing your money. You worked hard to save that money up, right? So it makes sense completely. But yeah, here we are, man. And then so were there any points in this entire journey? I know it's a very short journey, but like were there any points that you wanted to quit?
No, I don't know. Of course, like it's hard in the beginning when things don't work out the way you want to. But yeah, it's all mindset. Like if you have a quitter's mentality, it's hard, and I don't have that mentality. Like I genuinely believe that if you have the right mindset on making money online and making money with YouTube, you won't get to the point that you want to quit because especially also in the community, you see other people having success, you see other people making money. If they can do it, they literally tell you, if I can do it, you can do it too. That's also what I would say to people. Like I did it, so you can do it too. It's just mindset, trade-offs, working hard, and believing in a concept. It sounds simple, but that's it. Yeah.
It really is, man. It really is. I think it's a huge point you touched on. The community is so big, and not just to be like to boast about our community, because I know it's very active and there's a lot of people that always share their wins. But really, like if you tried to do this on your own, it's possible. There's tons of people that have succeeded on their own, but there's also a massive multiple of people who have not succeeded because they're alone, right? There's nobody there. They look left and right. There's no one there they can ask questions to. They have no point of reference. Like they don't actually know what the average person's journey is like. They'll see a guru or someone who's been doing this for years share their results on YouTube. It's like, cool, well, they know what they're doing. They've been doing it for years. What about me? Like I'm a mom or I'm a dad or like, I'm like been in corporate. I've never touched this kind of stuff. I want to talk to people like those, right? I want to see what their journeys are like. And so being in a community with like so many people, you see all types of people, all characters from all walks of life, and you can resonate, right? So it's like there'll be someone else that's like your age who's in a similar situation to you who can now see your journey and really relate to it and be like, wow, if he can do it, I can too. Or again, the mom or the dad or the person in IT. And so I think community is like so crucial.
Because I, of course, like in past months, I met a lot of people making money through this business model, and basically all people I've met that started making money in the last 6 months, they all are like in a community, and all the people that are already making money, but without the community, they have been doing YouTube for like 2, 3, 4 years, doing it themselves.
Yep.
And basically, the first 2 years, it was like half. They sometimes they made some money, sometimes they lost some money. In the end, it was just a small profit, and then basically the moment you get more experience, they found a way how they could make money themselves, and they're also making a lot of money. But for them, it took like 3 years. What for me took 3 months. So that's the difference. When you
So
join
crazy,
join a course like this.
So crazy. All right, I got a deep one for you. What would your life look like if you didn't join right now?
Well, I was still, of course, in my 9 to 5, which was also a good life. But yeah, I just prefer deciding what I do on my day. I don't want to work for someone. I want to work for myself. And if that means that I rather work 60 hours a week for myself than I do 40 hours for someone else. And if I wouldn't have joined, then I was working those 40 hours for myself for someone else.
That's good, man. But you recently quit your job, right?
Yes, I quit 3 weeks ago.
So sick. So sick, man.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the time that you spend, like you said, even if you end up spending more time, you're going to enjoy it more and you're going to extract so much more from that time. Like your multiplier is like 10x, right? You know exactly how much you're going to make in those 40 hours, but those same 40 hours working on this business model, it's like it could be tens of thousands of dollars, as you've seen it, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool, man. I
Yeah.
love it.
And the beautiful thing, of course, is once your channel works, like you have other people doing the work, and then you can focus on a new channel. So yeah.
You pretty much automated the whole channel already, right?
Yes. Yeah. I'm working. I'm basically working like 1 to 2 hours a day on the channel. And that's making me like at the moment around $400 to $500 daily, like on like the baseline. And sometimes it could go up like this once a
Yeah.
video goes viral. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've seen
Yeah.
those 1,000 and 1,500
Yeah.
days.
It's crazy to realize like the trade-off you make for like 2 hours of input and then the output you get, like compared to a 9 to 5 where you're just working your ass off for like $30 an hour.
So good, man. So good. That's remarkable, man. Okay. And then how does it feel to make more money than everybody around you?
It feels good, but I don't want to compare myself to what my friends are making. Like I'm like pushing them, like because I have a lot of friends. Like we all complain. I have some friends that are happy with the 9 to 5. I have a lot of friends who are like this shit, but they have no other plan. And I'm like, okay, just look into YouTube, look into whatever business model you think you can start in. You also have me. Like I know a lot about it. I know a community which you could join, and I already have some friends like kind of starting. So for me, it gives motivation. Me making more money gives me motivation to push other people also making more money.
No, that's awesome, man. So what do you think this journey has like taught you about yourself?
Well, obviously that you can achieve way more than you get taught in school, or what you experience when you grow up. Like there's so much more you can do. I think there's basically no limit, especially because I've been connecting and networking with many people doing YouTube automation. And once you see that there are like 15, 16-year-old kids who are still in high school making $200,000 a year, that's for me proof that those 20K in 1 month, it's basically still nothing, you know. So there's so much more that you can achieve. So that's what I learned. Like there's more than just the 9 to 5 income, and there is more freedom if you start looking for it.
That's beautiful, man. So basically, it's been able to like remove that filter or remove like any of those limiting beliefs. Because now
Yeah.
you see through exposure, like you're exposed to all these different people, whether they're 16 or 40, 50, that there's people making crazy money online.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is not that they're just making that much money, it's about how much time they're exchanging, which, you know, in your exact situation doesn't require that much time once you set it up correctly. And also experience and knowledge. It's like you didn't have to spend years figuring it out. You just doing the right thing. Like you just chose the right niche, put out the right videos, and it explodes. I think that's what main people like why they fail is because they just don't have the right guidance. They kind of go into the like completely blind and they just spend way too long doing the wrong thing, which is never going to yield obviously any results. And so yeah, that's good. Fair enough, man.
Yeah.
And then final question, like what would you say to I'm sure plenty of the people who would also be in your case, you know, quite skeptical, unsure of what, you know, whether they should move forward or not. Like what would be your honest piece of advice or just a message to them?
If you want to achieve more in life, then you should self accountable for that. So if you want to achieve more, you have to make that one decision. And as long as you are postponing the decision, you shouldn't complain that you are not achieving more. So just go for it. That's basically it, because it's possible. If I can do it, you can do it.
That's a common theme of the call here.
Yeah.
I agree, man.
Yeah.
I agree, man.
Imagine.
I have people from all walks of life, man. Like people that are in their 60s in our program that are making like thousands of dollars a month. Again, people, I think my youngest student is 18 years old, also making crazy money. So it's like, it doesn't really matter what age, where you come from, experience, anything. It's just like, if you have dreams, if you have the goal, whether it's replace your income or even just add a little bit on top, nothing changes if nothing changes.
Yeah.
Right? Just to decide to do nothing, nothing's going to change. If you decide to take no risk in your life, then everything will stay safe, the same, you know?
Yeah.
And you can never push yourself out of your comfort zone. Nothing's going to move, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Congratulations again on the success.
And also like thanks to you and all the coaches that made it happen, of course.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. No, you're a good student. Very, very good. Took took action immediately. And I know you spent a lot of hours, man. I know you spent a lot of hours doing this, so you deserve everything that came your way and everything that's coming your way. Because now you're a seasoned veteran. Like you've literally crushed through so many months of experience. And I know your second channel, third channel is going to be a breeze, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Another interview in the next 3-6 months when you're hitting, 40, 50K a month. We'll see.
Yeah. Let's go for that. Let's already schedule it.
Nice, man. Yeah, I like that. Awesome. Derek, thank you so much, brother. I look forward to what's coming, man.
Yeah, me too. Well, thank you
Awesome.
for everything.
All right, man. Talk soon.